Hello everyone and welcome back to Hyperdrive Inn Devlog. Happy New Year to everyone. It's been a week full of work already, so let's go see what we have been up to. This year's work starts with this game show level I'm currently working on. The main character stumbles upon this weird studio where the workers of Hyperdrive Inn are forced to participate in a game similar to Wheel of Fortune but with much worse prizes. The game is of course rigged in the favor of the hotel, so the player has the choice to tamper with the system. If they like, they can also just sit back and see what happens to the contestants. The choice is yours. Although the bulk of the replayability in Hyperdrive Inn emerges from the randomized level selection, there are of course choices that will affect the story and the ending. In several levels, the player has different options to choose from, and sometimes, like in this occasion, you can outright just leave the level if you wish to do so. Choices have consequences, and the game does keep track on what you have done previously. You encounter familiar NPC characters along the way, and they will remember how you treated them. I've always been a big fan of Telltale's games, especially The Walking Dead. The choices in those games create engagement, but in my opinion, the downside is that the spell breaks immediately when you restart the game. The choices do not have any real significance regarding how the story will unfold, which in a way cancels out the whole idea of replayability. In Hyperdrive Inn, choices and consequences are used as an extra layer to create depth to the story. I don't want the individual choices to become the centerpiece of the narrative, because I want to avoid what I said above. The game shows you bits and pieces of the story during a playthrough, and you can affect the narrative to some degree by making choices along the way. This makes the game feel personal, but also retains the core story features. 2023 was a busy year, and it seems that 2024 is continuing on the same track. During the holidays, I was able to make a build of the game that can be played over halfway through. We have a good chunk of content done, and I have to admit, the game feels pretty damn strong. It feels great to be able to play through major parts of the whole thing, and I haven't encountered major bugs along the way. Speaking of testing the game, you should definitely download the demo from Steam, so you can get the first glimpse of our infinite hotel. We are also gearing up for Kickstarter, so checking out the campaign page and becoming a follower would be greatly appreciated. I've added links to the description of this video. So, Happy New Year, and may 2024 be a productive one to you too. It's the launch year of Hyperdrive Inn, and while October is still far in the future, it approaches dangerously fast. I'm keeping my sleeves rolled up, and I can't wait to share more of the new content we're working on. There's some seriously cool stuff brewing up. And thanks again for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing for this channel. It would mean a lot. And Hyperdrive Inn is already on Steam, so you can go ahead and wishlist the game right now. I also want to remind you that we are going to Kickstarter this year, and there's also a link to the campaign page. But that's all for today. I'll see you guys again next week, but until then, bye bye!